it's hard to keep going, but.
Well, it shouldn't be. I know when I'm sitting at home, I'm trying to get this thing done.
Another approach that I haven't tried with you, I'm trying to find a better way to be a better teacher, is like I find that there's a blues lick that I want to use in this jam, and let's see if I can remember it now. It's that ding. That's a real blues thing, and it fits on. It's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Third finger bends. We already did this lick just earlier today. And then release that to this note. And then that note, and that note. So it's 1, 2, 3. Leave this last one over and I'll just go. Now you have to focus on that when you're at home, and I know what I'm talking about now because I've been doing it all morning already with my other stuff. I've got this lick that I have that's, and it's. It's the hard part for me. See, if I go too fast, it fucks up. And I just gotta, if it doesn't feel right, I don't have it yet. And I've been practicing that lick for months and months and months, and it's getting better and better, but this does not come natural yet. For me, it has to totally be natural, so I don't have to think about it when I'm playing.
Yeah.
And that just takes time. I mean, you're going through the same struggle. That's why I'm just telling you, it's the same thing. So what I would do is I take this A string, this is just an idea to give you licks, because in a perfect world, I'd say, I've asked you before to count your licks, but you don't count them. How many licks have you got, roughly?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, like you have these, up here you had, that was a lick, and you had, we counted that as a lick.
Yeah.
And there was 3 or 4 or 5 really good ones. I don't know what they were anymore.
Yeah. So I practice them and I go on to something else, and that accumulation of licks is getting a little bit better, but just like I was talking about earlier, I'm asked to demonstrate something, I draw a blank.
Right. Well, and see, that's a good thing, because now you realize that you draw a blank. This thing I just did for you, the reason I was even able to do it at that level is because I've tried to do something like this with you before with jazz, and I draw a blank. So I used that and I said, okay, wait a minute, now why am I drawing a blank? And I came to the conclusion is because I just don't know it well enough. Okay. And that's what it comes down to for me. And I think that's, at least in part, that's what it is for all of us.
Yeah.
So take this little string and go.
I gotta take a leak real quick.
Oh yeah, okay, we're done. sing.
Okay.
Well, you just gotta get used to this. Have you been playing down here with any lead at all?
Yeah, with my other guitars.
Okay. Remember, you can do all these same tricks you had up above it. Go ahead. You got a question?
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I'm trying to keep the beat to the music, but my notes are off.
Well, you're hitting the right notes, and you're doing everything you're doing is fine. The thing that I would say about it is, again, this is the same. That's that. Like when we had that. What was that other jam we used to do? What was the other one we did? I forget how that went.
It was drop D.
Was that it? Oh, really?
Yeah, Manish Boy.
It's that same. This is that swing jazz eighth notes I was talking about. I got this. There's a lady out here. I'm just, Big Mama.
Baby got back. Baby got back.
Yeah. So with this kind of rhythm, this is hard to do, but let's just try a little bit of
Well,
this.
before we do that,
Okay.
when you shift from rhythm to lead, your timing and articulation of the notes, I mean, it's great. And what I'm trying to figure out is, I mean, when you go to shift to lead, do you pick a point up here? Do you pick a point here?
I just start anywhere I feel at that very instant. Because you and I know we can play on any note of that scale, it's going to be fine. Until a split second before, because
Right.
I'm improvising.
No, I understand that part, but it seems like the patterns are such that they're a far cry from mine.
Only because you, again, like the other progression we were playing to, which I don't remember anymore, but was it kind of like. It's really, this is the same jam in a different key with a little different feel. That's all it is. But you want to be able to, let's do, this is an experiment, but you need to, let's see if I can come up with a riff. Can you play that fast? Can you go? You're not allowed to. I know it's going to be hard, but you have to. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. be that dumb. Now this one, Green Onions, is. Same triplets. I gotta remember that Green Onions is so close to the other one that it's,
Oh, it is.
you know, but I don't think, you know, it's interesting. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's, I mean, it should keep us in the ballpark. That might explain why you're just picking it up really quick, you know?
Well, I'm learning how to play a little bit better in terms of where I can position licks.
Yeah.
I very seldom, if ever, give this hand much thought. It's all here, and this thing just to pick it up.
Well, I think we all start with this hand because there's so much, the complexity in the neck here is
Yeah.
so weird for most people. And this hand, you just, I almost intuitively can find the string.
Yeah.
But there's a certain amount of thought that's got to go into it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But see, what happens when I switch from rhythm to lead is...
Well, here, let's use this as a target note. That's the one you want to go to. So if I were going to do it, I'd sound like this. Just slide into that sucker and shake it if you can. Now you're pulling down, push up. And again, it comes down to putting, I have to still do it right to this day. When I have something new I'm going to play to, I'll have to test my tried and true licks against it to see how they fit in.
Yeah.
Because they always fit a little different. But this one here, if you want it, first finger and pinky and just. And you want to be able, I think, oh, that was pretty.
Well, I'm trying to think of that lick that I put right there.
I got to get you out of that. That was just a lick. But your position is right here. This is your target note.
Okay. Well, I know what it is. What I'm playing doesn't go
With what I'm doing?
with what I'm trying to do. It's
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to blend in with you. And for some reason, when I go to the next note or whatever, it just sounds too sour and too out of place.
I'm not hearing that.
Huh.
I think you're used to hearing a different key, is what I think it is, but I'm not sure. But like if you and I are both playing, if we're tight with each other, we're both playing to. That was nice. That was good too. That was really good.
Well,
That was really
what
nice.
my mind is doing is trying to get it into the same pattern as the in terms of the notes going in the same pattern as this.
The most important thing for me is that the sense of the rhythmic sense is there. And to me, if you're talking about trying to play like that kind of thing, where you're playing kind of like a mirroring the line I'm doing. So
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, okay, we just work that out because that's a good thing too. It's like this. Do this, go.
Where you at?
Yeah.
Which note you play?
This last note, you can hear I'm going down, right? So going down will be a lower string.
Yeah.
So, and I don't do anything too complex. Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm trying to get the beat with the.
Yep, all down strokes. And then that's one of your licks that you own already. Third finger slides to here. Second finger catches the next finger. That's it.
Sure, that's the. I've been trying to get better at it too. In terms of the 5 shapes.
Don't worry about, well, okay, go ahead.
Because when I watch you play, I mean, sometimes, for example, you're playing in the first shape, and then you come down here, which is the 5th. And then once in a while, it confuses me because I haven't got the pattern that much in my head in terms of between 1 and 2. You come up there a little bit, some once in a while.
Yeah, but I'm only borrowing a little bit from each one, like.
Right.
I'm just borrowing from way down here. That's from that shape. But I don't sit and play in that. Well, I guess I do a little bit. So I guess I do borrow from that. There's a little bit from that shape. There's our original shape. There's the next shape. But I blend that one with this one. I do some stuff. But you know, I mean, after years and years of doing it, you find things. That's all it is for me. For me, it's a collection of little things that I find
Well,
and I remember.
And that's what I do too. I mean, I'll practice the stuff that we go over, and then I'll think, oh, gee, what happens if you do this?
Yeah.
We'll try to keep it within the constraints of the patterns
Yeah.
that we talked about.
If you're working on that pattern, that's the way to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what I'm finding is, and it's evolving ever so slowly with me, is that I'm finally, knowing that's a D somewhere, or that's an
Yeah.
A, or I'm playing an A here, and I'm becoming tone proficient, I guess. Like pitch perfect, although
Yeah.
I'm maybe doing it like in only the D note and the A note, but I'm being able to distinguish
Good.
the difference in the sounds. So if I hear an A, I hear a D, I can pick that out real quick. And me trying to play along with the songs, I mean, that's been one of my difficulties. It takes so damn long to try to find out,
What key?
yeah,
But I think you got an idea how it goes. Like, okay, on the way I do it is I use my first finger and I use the top string.
right.
Now find out what key I'm in now. Find what key am I in? No, you jump. Use only your first finger. Go back up. One more. That's where I'm hearing it. We're a little out of tune from each other, and I didn't know I put my hands there, but I could tell from watching you that it had to be E. Hit that note.
Wow. terms of how much I've played them, yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Because I've been playing my Gibson for the most part.
This black lady is grabbing her boobs and shaking them. She went like this. And I just got my attention. I couldn't not look. It's a man thing. It's a guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, now what chord am I on? It's gonna be a little harder this time.
Okay.
Top string only, first finger. I'm not using my top string, so you have to. That's one of the notes in the chord. That's the fifth tone in the chord, I think. Keep going up. No, go up. Go up. Here? Do you hear that? That's it. Okay, now do it. Don't wait for me to tell you. Go back down. 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 Does that sound right? Okay. You know, I would do a little, I don't know how, if you have that kind of time, but especially if it's a blues song or something, put it on and try to find the key by using that note. And then wherever that is, that's when you just, first finger is positioned for pentatonic, you know? So if I'm going. So you're in your key. I would say I like almost all of your playing. The only thing I think you should spend more time doing, well, the only thing, one of the important things is to breathe life into those notes.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's what I found out about standing up.
hard to breathe life into them.
No, it's easy.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Yeah, because I'm
standing
moving.
up is healthy anyway.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
And that's what gets me, because when I'm sitting like this, I sit out in my garage for 3-4 hours sometimes. And, you know, I'm not always practicing. I may,
Be passed out in the corner.
Yeah.
Trying to come. Yeah, I get you.
dog licks my face, wakes me up.
Right, exactly.
But I'll be playing something, and then I'll just think, what happens if I do this, that, and the other? And I try to stay within what I've learned and not branch out too much, because then it gets real funky and stupid.
But the thing about branching out, it's always, I think it's really good to branch out. But the thing is, if you branch out and find something you like, you might not know why you like it. You know, you might not know why it works or something. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you branched out, if you did something like I don't know what, but if you went, say, wow, you know, I like that. Why does that work against A? You know, you'd have to bring in, you know, somebody who can explain why these two tones work. Do you know why they work?
Probably because they have common notes.
Common notes meaning?
In the chord that you play versus...
Yeah, you're right. These two notes belong to the scale that this chord is built from.
Yeah.
You can play, you know, this isn't what you need right now today, but you can play any note you want, provided that they're either notes from the scale. You know, like this chord. It's a lot harder for you to play. Like if that ain't gonna work too well. You know, in jazz it kind of does. But like, you know, it's weird because I've learned how to make them all work, kind of, you know. This note works, it's just a sharp 4, it's part of it. So I guess it's just, with you it just comes, for me too, it just comes down to play.
Yeah.
Play, you know. I don't know how else to tell you. Yeah, let's play triplets or go on. See, I don't know if I want that kind of swing to it. One, two, three, one, two, three. Let's play the triplets on that. It's because you did a run earlier. Yeah, you did a run earlier when we were jamming that got on tape, and I'm really glad it did. Where you were doing the triplet thing, and you just sounded like a guitar player that was tearing into it. That sounds good to me. Can you rake it? Can you go? Snap it. No, just, it's not even anything, it's just this. it comes in on that, I hit the first chord. Yeah. All right, forget that. You were jamming really good though. I want it to sound like this. You got all that, but time it with me, play right with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, see, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll do it this way. I think it's my wife. Just give me a second.
Okay.